Donald Trump was doing his campaign rally in New Mexico, a solidly blue state with a large Hispanic population, which probably explains why Donald tried to tailor his message to the crowd. And I'm not gonna lie, it got a little bit uncomfortable.
Another great friend of mine, he happens to be Hispanic, but I've never quite figured it out because he looks more like a wasp than I do. So I haven't figured that one out. But I'll tell you what, there is nobody that loves this country more or Hispanic more than Steve Cortez. Steve. Thank you, Steve. Nobody loves the Hispanics more. What do you like more, the country or the Hispanics? He says the country, I don't know. I may have to go for the Hispanics, to be honest with you.
What in brown Jesus' name was that? What do you like more, the country or Hispanics? Those two things aren't even in the same category. What do you like better, Pepsi or Mongolia, huh? It's also a shitty question because it implies that Hispanics aren't a part of the country, right? And what's amazing is that it was still somehow only the second most offensive thing that Trump said in that clip, because Trump also said he was confused by his Hispanic friend who looks too white. He's like, I don't get it. How come you're not wearing a sombrero or dancing the salsa? You're less Hispanic than Sean Spicer. And when Trump wasn't busy torturing Hispanic people with weird mind games, he tried to stay focused on going after his Democratic rivals. But in the middle of his rant, a fly buzzed in front of Trump's face. And that totally threw the president off.
So I always say the Democrat Party, but that's their name, the Democrat Party. Frankly, they should probably change it because it does, and then I'd call them the Democratic Party. But the Democrat Party has never been farther outside the mainstream. Every major, that's a nasty fly. I don't like those suckers. I don't know about you in New Mexico, but I'm not into flies or mosquitoes.
Yeah, Mr. President, I'm pretty sure nobody is into flies or mosquitoes. What kind of a riff is that? What about cancer? Anybody like cancer? Yeah? Yeah, what do you like better, cancer or Hispanics? What do you like? Now, after the fly was escorted out of the arena, Trump managed to get around to his policies, and his main pitch is that he plans to move America forward into the 1980s.
Cars have so much junk on them now, to save a tiny little fraction of gasoline, they have so much junk that they're less safe. So what I want to do is the following. Under our rules and regulations, they can be a little bit heavier. I mean, they make them now like paper mache. Somebody touches them and the entire car collapses. We will defeat the effort to drive up the cost of houses, cars, healthcare, light bulbs, right? They took away our light bulb. I want an incandescent light. I want to look better, okay?
Yep, that's right. Trump wants to roll back energy regulations instituted by Bush and completed by Obama because he thinks he looks better under old light bulbs. And if you ask me, there are much easier ways to look better than rewriting US energy policy. You know, maybe you could try, I don't know, a normal haircut, you know, or a suit that fits, or just standing next to Stephen Miller, you know? Yeah, maybe he's born with it. Maybe he's next to Steve. You never know. And by the way, new cars are meant to collapse in an accident, right? Like, you should know this, because the more impact the car absorbs, the less is transferred to the passengers or the driver. It's called a crumple. I don't even know why I'm explaining science to a guy who stares at the sun during an eclipse. This is a waste of time. Let's move on.